Rick.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth Hayrick. I was born in 1996, and when I was 25 years old, I decided to devote my life to social reformation to help stop the slave trade. I'm against slavery because, first of all, it is inhumane and it's been going on for so many years, and there's been so many attempts to try and stop it. There are also alternatives to the slave trades, and slaves were viewed as a trade item. Slaves were treated so harshly that they died due to cruel punishment and diseases. The slaves in Africa were treated completely different from the slaves in the Atlantic slave trade. In Africa, slaves were already at the bottom of society and they were the losers of the war. But in the Transatlantic slave trade, it was random people who were forced out of their homes and forced to obey whoever had bought them. Slaves weren't even viewed as people, and they were viewed as a trade item, which is completely inhumane. It was surprising when a poster came out that showed how tightly packed slaves were on a boat because it shocked people. Slaves were treated so incredibly bad that they even volunteered to jump off ships or hung themselves. And by not obeying rules, it led to harsh punishment, which included losing body parts. Slavery was not even needed for the success of the European country. Some alternatives could have been paying someone to work for them, or finding something more valuable such as gold, silver, or even salt to trade. There was a fee when the slaves were died on the voyage over the Atlantic Ocean. To conclude, there's already so many people that have tried to stop the slave trade, so we must act quickly to see results. The slavery was more severe in the transatlantic slave trade, and it wasn't necessary to the success of European countries. Overall, slavery is a terrible thing, and it's completely unfair. No one should ever have to be tortured and treated how they were. Thank you.